All right, I don't know. Can you guys hear me? I'm hoping you can hear me. We had technical difficulties the last time. So I just wanted to recap 2022. 2021, and talk about the plans for 2022. If you have any plans, I don't know if you guys have plans out there, what you're doing in your lives. I want you guys to comment. Let me know what's up. So 2021 was pretty awesome. Published 2 books. Published Modern Catch as Catch Can, The Sport of Professional Wrestling. I don't have a copy here. I'd flash it up. Published my Liberation book as well, which is basically a workbook that you go through and answer the questions and read a couple things here and there and start to change your life just through answering questions. So I hope you guys are doing good tonight. It's a crazy day. Oh, let's see. Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you looking out for me. I tried to be fancy and use my, I had some earbuds that I was going to use, and I guess the microphone wasn't picking up or whatever, but I appreciate you very much. So, yeah, 2021, man, I'm just wondering what you guys have been doing, and, you know, if you've achieved all your goals, or did you have a lot of stuff to overcome? Like what was your deal this year? So for me, I had a pretty amazing year. I was pretty happy about how the year turned out. Ended up, like I said, publishing the 2 books. I put on 2 Shoot Pro Wrestling shows, which was awesome. You can go to shootprowrestling.com and go see the footage. Planning on having a couple more in 2022. I'm going to try to get a couple books published again. I think I'm going to go republish some of my old stuff. I really like my Anomaly book, which has held up remarkably well. I don't know if you've read that, but especially there's a chapter that I go into depth on medical fascism and iatrogenic harm, which are both big causes. They've been big causes for me for a long time. And I wrote that in 2009, man. And boy, that totally came true this year. So I'll probably soup that up and put that in a nice new cover, and a couple other books that I've taken off the market that I want to fix them. There's a few things I want to tweak here and there. That's a great thing about being a self-published author, is that when you want to change something, you can just go back and do it. Whereas when you get published by somebody else, it's much more difficult to do that because they actually have all the books and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, I got 2 books published. I put on 2 Catch as Catch Can invitationals through my Shoot Pro Wrestling organization. And then what else did I do? Then we had 2 King of Catch nice tournaments, good turnouts. Had one down in Phoenix, thanks to Gil Olivas, and another one in San Diego. Big thanks to Luis Ojeda for making that one happen. So, and those are both up on the YouTube if you want to watch those. Fantastic wrestling matches. The King of Catch, that is very much traditional Catch as Catch Can with the modern emphasis on submission. That wasn't such a huge emphasis back in the early days. The pin was really the emphasis, but keep it relevant in today's world with the UFC and whatnot. When I was developing those rules with Carl Gotch, I knew that we had to keep submissions in to really keep it super relevant. However, so to keep those rules as they are, King of Catch does that. But I've also got Shoot Pro Wrestling, which is where I get to have a lot of fun. And I am innovating a little bit there because, like tag team catch wrestling, competitive grappling under professional wrestling rules is really the kind of the pitch line for Shoot Pro Wrestling. But there's never been competitive Catch as Catch Can tag teams. And I also did like our version, which we call the triple shoot, which is basically like in WWE, they call it a triple threat match, which is a three-way single man tag match. And again, if you go to shootprowrestling.com, you can see that. Plus, so we had the tag team tournament on the last show from September. We had we had triple shoots, and then we also had a singles match, catch as catch can, which was really cool because it was a amateur wrestler versus a professional wrestler, which turned out pretty fun. It's a fun match to watch. So then on top of the two books that I published, the two shoot pro wrestling shows, the two tournaments, I think we did at least 8 different training camps for scientific wrestling. So scientific wrestling was really killing it this year. It was really a fun year. And then, Thales, I launched Thales. So, I've been doing business development and entrepreneurial coaching for a long time, but I'd always just done it kind of under my name or, helping people out. Well, I formalized it, created Thales Coaching, which will eventually scale up to be much larger than it is right now. But, I just launched it this year. So, yeah, it's been great. That's what I wrote this book for the launch of Thales at the beginning of last year. So come January 1, it will be 1 year old. And it's been a great year, man. So I got, what did I get? I've already got my master's degree in financial math. I've been an entrepreneur through 3 financial crises now. So I've withstood the test of time in that realm. But I had to get some certifications just because, there's not a lot of people know me maybe from scientific wrestling or from the Mace Bell or whatever. And I had to get some certification. So I started out getting the Dave Ramsey certification, which is cool. Dave Ramsey is an interesting cat. I never really actually dug his show. I never really listened to it. Never read any of his books, but I was like, okay, I'm going to get this certification because I want to help people with financial literacy. And he's okay. His whole thing, he reminds me of that Susie Orman. Like most of it is just about getting rid of your credit cards and cutting your expenses and stuff. And budgeting is an important part, but it's definitely not a financial plan. So anyway, I got the Ramsey cert, which was kind of cool. Whatever, still have it. But then I partnered. Oops, which way? Right here. With Mr. Grant Cardone, super amped on that. Grant is truly a freaking genius. I think that a lot of people, he's super smart because he's gotten the attention of a lot of people, especially in the last couple of years. And sometimes that rubs people the wrong way, because he's got he's running the Richards and flying jets and, has 2 helicopters and, he's flashy for sure. And he's funnier than hell, but I think that sometimes masks for people how truly smart he is. And I've been nothing but thoroughly impressed from a financial literacy standpoint. So that's why I partnered with him. I can't even believe it that I'm partners with Grant Cardone. The guy is truly brilliant. So I am planning. So I got certified this year, which is cool. So it's been a big year, man. And then on top of that, my homeboy, Greg Walsh, got the Wolf Brigade mace. He got a partnership deal with Sorinex. So, and I love that product. It's the only production mace that I endorse. There's a couple maces I endorse, but the only production one that I endorse is the Wolf Brigade one. So much so that I pointed macebell.com over to it. So if you want to check one out, they are insanely awesome, well crafted, and then you can also get them customized. So I don't know if you've seen my Instagram or my other. I think I put it on TikTok and a couple other places of me swinging it, but you could see the mace has actually got this incredible etching by Heather McAllister, great artist, um, and you can get them customized. So I mean, it's just been an epic year for me and for my family, and I just wanted to thank all you guys who were part of that, and help support my efforts and just give a crap. I really appreciate you guys. So um, that was 2021, and on top of it, like all my family's healthy and happy and all that. So I mean, 21 was a great year for me. I will always remember 2021 as an amazing year. Traveled a bunch, had all kinds of amazing experiences. 2022, I'm planning on having an even better year. I hope you are too. I'm super excited. I So one of the very first things that I'm going to be doing in the year is we're going to have another Shoot Pro Wrestling. Still working on getting the date. I'm aiming for end of February. So we're going to do some crazy stuff again, keep pushing the boundaries and try to really, again, unite the spirits of competitive grappling and professional wrestling. I think I'm the guy to do that. And 2021 was a great year for us doing that. I think 2022 is only going to get bigger. We've got more interest. We've got bigger names. Just the groundwork that we have laid has really got people excited. So Shoot Pro Wrestling is going to be going. We're definitely going to be doing some King of Catch wrestling tournaments. So those of you who are excited to take the challenge, I mean, it's definitely a difficult rule set. You just got to ask somebody who's done it. It's more challenging because you've got these longer periods, plus you have the added dimension of a pin that you could get caught with in addition to a submission. So, and there's no points. So it's a tough rule set. It's a lot of fun though. So I hope you guys can come out and do some King of Catch. We're also going to be doing the Scientific Wrestling Accelerator camps. Everybody loves that, man. I think we started that in 2007. So this will be our 15th year doing that. I'm really excited and proud of that. So what else are we going to be doing? Well, I think I'm going to publish at least one more book. I have a bunch of titles that I kind of unpublished. I changed some of my views and I wanted to figure it out. So this is the great thing about publishing your own book. Is instead of having it published by somebody else, and I've done both. I've had 2 books published by other publishers, and then I published probably a dozen of my own books. And I prefer publishing them on my own. The main reason being is I can control them, because sometimes you learn new information, you want to change an argument, or there's new information that comes to light that you think bolsters your argument and you'd like to add it. So that's the advantage of publishing yourself, is that you can change it anytime that you really have the energy and the time to do so. So this year I'm going to probably put out, I think what I'm going to do is a bunch of the books that I've taken out of circulation, I'm going to put them all into a compendium, put those out. So hopefully I'll have that done middle of the year. So yeah, 2022, man, I'm excited. It's going to be a big year. I really plan on blowing up Bailey's coaching. It's so crazy because, I was doing pretty good throughout the year, but it really picked up. And you know what it picked up for me? Was all of this like vaccine mandate stuff. I had so many people, you wouldn't believe, some of them big names, like you'd be surprised. Dude, what do I do, man? I work for a company with with over 100 employees, and they're going to make me get this jab. And listen, I mean, I was political for a number of years, but I have worked my way out of politics for a reason, because I think it's largely trash. I think it's filled with a lot of trashy people. Not that they start out that way, but it turns them into it. And I think it's an ineffective way to actually change the world. So, I don't want to get political, but, I feel like at least offering people the ability to learn how to make their own way in the world, and they don't have to rely on a boss. I'm really excited about that. I mean, that's the other thing that I'm like, I keep pointing the wrong way. It's not like a perfect, there we go. Perfect. Okay. I'm excited to work with Grant Cardone. I keep pointing to this thing there for those people on Instagram Live over there. Grant is the number one sales and marketing trainer on the planet. And, I've been able to take companies up to about 1.5, almost $2 million, but I haven't gone past that. So, really having Grant in my corner. I mean, he just came on our call the other day. There's about, I don't know, maybe 40, I think. I don't know the exact number of people that are licensees that are partners with Cardone Enterprises. And man, he came right on to our call the other week, and was like, "Hey, you guys are my partners. You have to tell people you're my partner." And I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be associated with the guy. I don't know. Have you guys seen? Have you seen Undercover Billionaire? Holy shit! If you haven't seen that, season 2, which has Grant in it, I don't know what to tell you, man. The guy killed it. Killed it. I don't want to put any spoilers out there, whatever, but the guy is dope. And proof. I mean, there's a lot of people that talk a lot of shit. And with Instagram, you could make whatever, go rent a Lambo or whatever, and make it look like whatever you want. Grant's the real deal, man. And on Undercover Billionaire, dude, the guy proved it. I mean, that guy's a beast. So I'm really excited to be partnering with him, because I feel like it adds to my already substantial resume in the entrepreneurial space. Like I said, I've been doing entrepreneurship through 3 different financial crises now. And I'm still figuring it out. But, I felt comfortable taking people, scaling people from 0 up to 1.5 million. But beyond that, I'm like, dude, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm just trying to crack the nut to get my company up to like 10 million or whatever. Grant's done that. His company does 150 million. So I'm so blessed to be able to pick his brain and to have him as a mentor and all his training materials and whatnot. And the cool thing about me partnering with him is that I can provide that to you guys. So one of the things that I want to do in 2022 is I want to do a 10X business boot camp here in Denver. And if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I could send you all the details. It'd probably be, I'm guessing we're going to do a 2-day event and talking about sales and marketing, man, about income. Income is king, dude. And I guarantee you think you know sales. You don't know sales, bro. I can guarantee it. I'm going to show you some sick shit, okay? So in addition to doing a 10X business boot camp, the other thing that I'm going to be launching, and I'm working on it now, so you guys are kind of getting the sneak peek, is that I'm going to be launching an affiliate program through Scientific Wrestling. So it's kind of like a business in a box. I don't want to call it a franchise because it's not a franchise. It's more of an affiliate program. So something like Gracie Barra, just so you guys know, is a franchise, or McDonald's or Starbucks. Okay, it's very cookie cutter. They have these strict procedures and whatnot, and franchises can be great if you want to cut your teeth as an entrepreneur, because then you already have the brand built. They do a lot of the work for you. You just basically have to be an owner-operator. Okay. What I'm going to do is slightly different. It's more like CrossFit. It's going to be an affiliate program, right? So with with this, you're going to actually get, and I'm trying to work out as many as I can, 4 or 5, maybe even many as 6 different revenue tranches There's no affiliate program out there in the space doing what I'm doing. I'm excited because, it's going to offer either an alternative or a complement. Say you're a gym owner, to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because that's kind of the McDojo karate of today. And I don't mean that as an insult. It's a great sport. I'm not knocking it in that way. What I mean is that literally, like, what you find in strip malls now is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, maybe I have a different sample because I'm in Denver and I've spent so much time in Southern California. And it's everywhere down there. It's everywhere here. It seems to me that as many like traditional martial arts dojos, like the taekwondos and stuff, it seems like there's just as many Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu places in these little strip malls. So what we're going to be offering is the Scientific Wrestling Affiliate Program. So I'm really excited about it. Obviously, when you affiliate with us, you're going to get 2 free, well, not free, it's part of the license, but it comes included, 2 coaching catch certifications. It's a 500 unit program. Each full coach cert costs about $5,000. Okay, and you're going to get 2 of those, one for yourself and one for whatever instructor you have at your place. Of course, you have to still put in the hours and all that, but you'll have plenty of time. We're aiming to have it to where you guys hopefully get close to getting your full coach cert in 1 year. So in addition, you are going to get all the resale rights to everything in the Scientific Wrestling library. So if you have any ability to sell, you're going to be able to sell War Catch Wrestling. You'll be able to sell Carl Gotch's conditioning video, all the stuff that we sell, and it'll be the same deal. So basically what's going to happen is we have this revenue model that we've done on the license for the videos, that we basically do a 50-50 split with all the athletes. It's been that way since the beginning. This is also the way that BJJ Fanatics is using our model as well, this 50-50 split. It works really well. I'm going to be giving up my 50-50 split. You're going to be buying in, and so you'll be able to generate 50% commission on all those DVDs. And the thing is I don't cut my prices. I don't do sales every other week, like say BJJ Fanatics, which is great, but I don't do that. So those revenues won't change. So not only will you be able to have a revenue tranche once you get your coaching cert, teaching classes, doing seminars, teaching online videos or whatever, that's one revenue tranche. You also get a revenue tranche through the resale rights. And I'm trying to figure out how to get you everything that I do to get a commission on it. Okay, so you'll get the DVDs, the websites like Scientific Wrestling, War Catch Wrestling, the books, fightinglibrary.com. So all that kind of stuff. So that's the second revenue tranche. The third is going to be you'll have the rights to, and you'll be sanctioned by King of Catch Wrestling. So you'll be able to run your own tournaments, and you'll have full support. Scientific Wrestling will support you, not only in terms of promoting and marketing the event, but also how to get it going, looking at our Rolodex, looking at our contacts, how to promote, how to run the tournament. And also you'll get the option on a buy-in on Shoot Pro Wrestling as well, which is the hottest, man. I mean, the messages and stuff from people in high level of like all the big companies has been really, really exciting. So you'll also get a license to jump in on Shoot Pro Wrestling. The other thing is you'll also be able to help sell the actual affiliate program as well, and you'll get a 20% commission on that, and that's a high ticket item. So there's all these ways that you can make money, and I'm trying to work out even more ways that you can actually make money. And the cool thing is that nobody else can offer that, right? And because nobody else really has that library like we do, or the programs, or been around 20 years, or, Scientific Wrestling is the brand in the space. So I'm really, really excited to be able to do this year. I have been putting this off forever until I really figured out the right system to do it. I didn't want to do it like, I mean, there's so many shitty like affiliate programs out there. This one I really want so you guys get success. The other thing is you guys that sign up, you're gonna get the some Thales sales and marketing coach directly from me as well, and we will be showing you a lot of the 10x stuff, and so we're gonna really soup you guys up, okay, and set you up for success. So it's gonna be a big year. Those are kind of my big ones that I want to get out. I also have plans to do a scientific. There's been like 3 different people hit me up to do a scientific wrestling documentary. So that's going to be coming out hopefully this year. I mean, we're going to shoot it this year. I don't know. You know, sometimes those things are like hurry up and wait. I don't know. Crazy times. I hope you guys have a fantastic year. I hope that some of you guys were able to come to some of the scientific wrestling events, or maybe you bought a mace bell and started swinging it with me. I'm trying to put those videos up at least once a week. Whenever I try to swing, I try to swing 3 days a week. Now, one thing that's cool is I started up. I had to quit. You know, I've been trying to do yoga every day, so I pretty much do it except for when I'm traveling. It's kind of hard to do. There's not a core power yoga. It's who I used to be with. There was not a core power yoga in Florida, for example, and I spent a lot of time in Florida this year. So, you know, those are times that I couldn't go. Well, you know, all this stupid ass vaccine bullshit, they wouldn't let me practice yoga unless I had a vaccine. Well, I'm not getting one of those fucking vaccines. There's no fucking way in hell. And I mean, that's even if I didn't already have that. I had a massive fucking blood clot in my shoulder in the September, right before all that shit happened in Bergamo, Italy. And so, you know, I mean, these fucking vaccines all have the side effect of blood clots and God knows what the fuck else. No chance in hell I'm taking that shit. But fucking Core Power, like, decided to, I don't know. The law where I'm at is that you have to either be fully vaccinated or wear a mask. And, you know, I'm kind of over wearing a mask during hot yoga, dude. That's like fucking waterboarding yourself. You know, have you ever been waterboarded where they fucking put the rag in the water over your face? You do that in yoga with a wet mask, dude. It's like you can't hardly breathe. So, because it gets really sweaty and humid in there. Anyway, so, you know, I went to their app and they had every single class said vaccine only. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to vote with my dollars. Fuck you, Core Power Yoga. And, you know, for those of you people who are going along with this bullshit, fuck you too. Seriously, because you're not up on the science. There's a great book out there that I recommend you read, because otherwise you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is real talk right now. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but, you know, that whole fucking lockdown shit fucked me over. So fuck you if you support that shit. Fucked my family over. I'm not joking. I'm done with it. You got to read The Real Anthony Fauci by Robert F. Kennedy Jr. That is one of the, I wish I would have written that book. It's so well done. Like, very well argued, incredibly well cited. That guy is basically, Fauci's like a war criminal as far as I'm concerned. He should be in jail. RFK lays it down. And that guy's a Democrat, so don't play all this dumbass partisan politics. It's all bullshit. Anyway, so I said, fuck you to Core Power Yoga. I'm like, you know what? You guys are uninformed and you're enforcing some bullshit that I don't agree with. It goes against the Nuremberg Code. So fuck you, I'm out. And the funny thing is there's this other gym that I subscribe to. And on the way back, after canceling my membership, I had to do it in person down at the Core Power. On the way back, I said to my wife, hey, will you please call this other gym and find out what their deal is? And so my wife calls up and she's like, oh, hey, you know, she was very nice about it, didn't lead on either way. And she's like, hey, what's your guys' policy now that all these mandates are being pushed again? And they go, well, you know, Jefferson County has mandated people either wear a mask or a vaccine or whatever. but we as a company, this goes against our values and we will not be enforcing it. That company can have my dollars. I would love to give them a plug right now. I just don't want to give them in trouble. You know what I mean? But to me, that gets my respect. That gets my dollars. Because they're aligned with my values. Core Power, not at all. Not at all. And I mean, listen, I really enjoyed going there. I enjoyed the people, the community, the teachers. They were great. But their corporate policy, I'm never going to go back. I'm never going back. That's some Nazi shit that they're supporting. So I'm done. And I'm not saying that like the dummies on the left. They're like, oh, punch a Nazi. And then 3 years later, they're like supporting this anti Nuremberg Code bullshit. So anyway, because of that, I had to go and find another yoga place because I go every day. It is like my thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I go in, I'm Googling it. Like all of these yoga places are shut down. They still got websites, but they're like, oh, we're only doing online. I'm like, dude, I can get shit for free on YouTube or whatever. Like I'm not gonna pay for some online fucking yoga. So I'm poking around and I stumble on this thing. And tell me if any of you guys have gone to one of these. It's pretty amazing. It's called Hotworks. Hotworks with an X, HOTWRX. And what they are is they have these like fucking infrared sauna pods. And, I'm sure every location has a different number. The one I'm going to is up in Westminster, Colorado. They have like 10 of them, maybe 8, not sure, of these little pods. Half of them are just empty. And then they have like in the pod, like it is a recorded instructor that changes every month or couple weeks or whatever, depending on the class. And you do your yoga, or you could do, they have like Pilates classes or fucking bar and all this other shit. But they have a couple different yoga classes you can go in there. They also have rowing, they have cycling, and then they have these like crazy bikes that they invented that are like, it's more intense than cycling. It's like the Aerodyne bike in a way, but it's got a little bit more flexibility in terms of what it can do. Really cool programs though, to be honest. And the other thing is it's open 24 hours a day. You have an app. You can go in there at 2:30 a.m., 4 p.m., noon, 6 a.m., whatever, because you have like a keypad and an app. You just go in and get her done. So like, for example, today I was able to do what they call Hot Warrior, which is just a fucking yoga program. It's like a 35-minute hot yoga. And then I followed that right up with 15 minutes on doing spin. But the thing is you're in there in this sauna that's 125 degrees. But what's brilliant about this, so this is me as a business development guy. This thing's fucking COVID proof. It's completely like bureaucrat lockdown dummy proof, because each pod only holds like 2 people. So you're pretty much doing it private, unless like, for example, me and my wife might go practice or something, which is cool. So she and I can practice. I think they can hold up to 3, but it'd be pretty cramped in there with 3 people. Anyway, it was just fantastic. So and it's half the price of what I was paying for unlimited at Core Power. So I don't know, man. Hotworks got my money. I like them, and I've still kept my membership with the other gym. That is. And of course, because you're not with other people, I mean, I think they ask you to wear a mask when you're outside of the pods walking around or whatever, which is stupid still. But at least when I work out, I don't have to wear a mask or any of that dumb shit. So it's pretty exciting. I would check them out. They're cool. I got a question here. Won't you be bulking up too? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm almost 50, dude. I got up to 230 pounds when I was about 30 by doing a lot of deadlifts and Olympic lifts and some steroids and shit like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not vain. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just want to be healthy, and I want to be strong, and I want to be able to do the things that I've always been able to do. And, I've been real lucky that way. I mean, my shoulders are super fucking jacked. But I'm super stoked because the mace has really like this. Getting this new mace from Wolf Brigade has got me pretty pumped. I'm really able to get my range of motion on my shoulders going again, which has been really nice. But yeah, bulking, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be worrying about that. I mean, I just like to get strong. Mostly what I like to have enough. I like to be able to lift heavy things up off the ground, and I like to have like a crazy, crazy grip strength. That's pretty much what I care about with regards to strength. The rest for me is I like to have really crazy cardio. Um, that's just something I've always done. Like always focused on having crazy grip strength and really good cardio. That's always served me well, especially in grappling. Because as long as I could have, my no matter what weight class I had to wrestle, whoever, the guy could be way bigger than me or not. If I had good grip strength, I could get wrist control and let them burn out just playing defense for a minute. And then when they were tired, I could just do what I wanted to do. So, yeah, I'm so amped for this year. That's the one thing that I wish I could get back is to get back on the mat. That's like really, really rough. But it is what it is, man. I mean, I got one carotid artery left. I can't be fucking around. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys are going to be doing. I'd love to hear. Hopefully you guys achieved your goals in 2021. And I'd love to hear what you're able to get done. I'd also like to hear what you're going to do in 2022. That's one of the things that I would like to impress on you guys about coaching. I've never really been into like therapists or any of that kind of stuff. Because who wants to rehash the past or go, what I like is that coaches are concerned with results, right? Their goal is to get you a result, whether if it's in athletics, it's to win some event or to get a better time or whatever, but measurable, quantifiable results. And so, if you're having a hard time, if you're feeling stuck or not motivated or whatever, I'd really recommend that you figure that out, like with regards to maybe figuring out how to get a coach. It's really pretty important. I've had literally the greatest coaches and mentors in the world, but that's been part of my plan. I think a large amount of my success, one is due to just sheer fucking persistence and force of will. I'm a very persistent and a very willful person. So when I put my mind to something, I'll get it done. But there's a lot of people that are persistent and willful and that don't get any results. And I think that a huge factor for me is that you've got to learn to model the best. This is something, when I was probably, I'm guessing 20, maybe 21. I was in Boulder, Colorado. I was in college. I was smoking too much weed. And I just was kind of like freaked out, man. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? I got to figure out how to make money. Excuse me, I need to get my water. And I felt horribly ill-equipped to survive, man. And here I was, like my second or third year in college. So, I remember I was laying there one night, kind of had anxiety. I couldn't sleep. I was out on the couch, and I think I had a job at fucking Haagen-Dazs ice cream or something lame. And, I was out of shit. I just was not in a good place in my life. And I was laying there. It's got to be probably 93, if I were to guess, 1993. So I'm laying there. That's like 30 years ago now. I was laying there, and I remember, I can even see it in my mind's eye, this late night infomercial came on with Tony Robbins, right? And he was sitting at a pool with Fran Tarkenton, and he was selling this This is back. This is going back. This was like when he was selling shit on tapes. I think it was like an 8 audio cassette tape set on his program called Unlimited Power. And I think I paid like $100 for it, or $70 or something like that. It just spoke to me. I was like, man, yeah, okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is like disastrous. I'm depressed because I'm a loser. Nothing's happening for me, and yada, yada, yada. So I got the tape set, and it was awesome. I mean, he had some great ideas in there. And one of them, I think, a lot of his stuff is kind of NLP. And personally, I think NLP is a bunch of bullshit, most of it. But there's one or two good things in there that I think are of use. And that is the idea of modeling excellence. And that's not an NLP invention. I mean, a lot of people have already figured that shit out. But that's one thing that I really took to heart. And that was trying to find the very best person that you can learn from in terms of their accomplishments. So you could see that reflected in my projects that I've done, right? So obviously scientific wrestling, working with, getting mentored by Carl Gotch and getting coached by Billy Robinson. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. Wade Chalice, literally the greatest wrestler documented according to Guinness Book. But this is also why I partnered with Grant Cardone. The guy is literally in the personal development space. He has the highest net worth of anybody. I'd be willing to put that Pepsi Coke challenge out there ahead of Tony Robbins, ahead of, I don't even know who are some of these other guys, but Grant's like a billionaire. Okay. And that's one thing that really worked out well for me, was modeling excellence. So I think the first thing that I did was having persistence. And the second thing that has really worked out well for me is modeling excellence. But probably for most people, the most important part of coaching, I think that's important. And again, this is whether you're doing it athletically, like say it's a martial art or a sport, or just for fitness goals, but also personal goals, like personal goals, financial goals, professional goals, right? Like there's executive coaching. There's all kinds of different coaches that you can get. Is accountability, right? So when you have a coach, have you guys done coaching out there? I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have actually ever engaged with a coach. But it's not all, like, for those of you who have, you're probably more likely to have had experience with a coach athletically than in a non-athletic way. But they're very similar. So a coach is going to be more concerned with, results, not making you feel good or cry about what your mommy did to you 20 years ago or whatever. It's about getting you what it is that you want, right? Like, how do we actually get you from here to there? The other thing is they are going to give you accountability. So they're going to be like, man, did you do this? Did you do that? Are you doing these things that need to be happening for you? And, listen, to get really great, it does require a coach. 99. I'm sure there are exceptions, but 99% of the time, most people who achieve greatness, I mean, you can look again in sports, they had a coach to help them, to push them, that kind of thing. Okay. So, anyway, I'm just very blessed to have had such incredible fucking mentors and coaches and whatnot. And that's really what Thales is about, is I want to make this available to you guys. So, the thing that I find difficult is that I think a lot of people, it seems to me like everybody's trying to be a coach these days, but maybe that's just because of my algorithm, because I'm doing it and I'm in that business. And so some of those ads are getting served to me. But, there's a couple things you want to ask, like what are their credentials? Why should you work with this person, right? Have they done what you want to accomplish, or do they know something that you don't know, and that it's documented and proven that they actually have done these things and not just making up stupid claims, that kind of thing. So if you ever need any help, I'll talk to anybody and help anybody. I do free 15-minute consultations just to bullshit with you and talk. We don't have to talk about goals or anything like that. We just talk about anything. You talk about wrestling or whatever. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm here for you. And I wanted to thank you guys. I had a fantastic 2021. So I know a number of you were involved with that. And I wanted to personally thank you guys. And 2022 is going to be even greater. I mean, 10x, 10 times greater. I've got some crazy stuff coming down the pike. So if you guys ever want to touch base with me or reach out, and I'd love to hear what you're doing in the comments and stuff too. Like what you were able to get done this year. Hopefully you guys nailed some big things off your list. And, what do you got planned for 2022? I'd love to hear about it. So I love you guys. Have a great night. Yeah, it's rolling up on almost 10 o'clock here. Oh, no, it is. It's 10:11. I mean, guys, you got to understand, man. Like, I've been going, holy shit, I've been going since 7:30 this morning, and I'm still working now. Now, mind you, I was still able to take my kids to karate and, get my workout in and whatnot. But, I mean, if you want to succeed, you're going to have to understand, like, this is the one thing that becoming your own boss and becoming an entrepreneur is a lot of mindset work. And it's just like anything. Like if you want to win at a sport, you have to prepare to work harder. That's what happens in any competitive endeavor. There are people who want it and they want it real bad. And you've got to get in there and you've got to want it more than they do. And that's the same with business. Okay. I mean, business is no joke. Go watch the video that I made last week about small business and how many of them fail and how difficult of an endeavor that is. This is also another reason why you may want to consider getting a coach, somebody who can help you get your mindset right, set your expectations, show you the ropes so you don't have to make all the mistakes that, for example, that I've made over multiple decades doing this and fucking up and trying to recover and do better. But once you figure it out, there's no better way to be than to be an entrepreneur, in my opinion. I love it. I have a lot of freedom. I can move when and if I want to. I have multiple times. For those of you that are my friends, man, I move a lot. Because I want to go do things and I don't want to be tied down. I want to have new experiences. So that's the other thing. 2022, I'm really trying to figure out how to move out to Florida. I'm not quite sure where we're going to move, but it's definitely on our sights. I am not impressed with. I love California. The land, the people, the food, the ocean, man. Like honestly, in that regard, I don't know that there's a better place on the planet. I love it, but the politics have turned it into a giant fucking toilet. And so I'm done. I'll go there to use it like a toilet. That's about it. I have a lot of people I love there, but I feel bad, man. I feel like they're trapped. And they're, especially if you're a small business owner in California, man, fuck that shit. I saw the writing on the wall in 2008. I was like, I'm out. See you later. Can't run a business here. I hear that they're even going to put a thing on there that if you try to leave the state of California, they're going to tax you for another fucking 10 years after you leave. I mean, only politicians could come up with something that fucking retarded. But, and I love Colorado the same way. I really do. Colorado is an amazing place, amazing people. I grew up here. Like, I really like Colorado, but it's turning into like mini California. So I'm going to get the fuck out of this place, dude. I do not appreciate it. I don't appreciate it, man. This is not a state that really respects people's ability to be left alone. They're real pushy with their bullshit. So I do like Florida. I like Texas, but man, Florida, shit ton of wrestling there. For me and my wife, we have that attractions amusement software company that'll do way better in Florida than Texas, and the property values in both they're going up, but they're still affordable. I don't like the property taxes in Texas. I think they're more expensive. So anyway, Florida, it looks like it's going to be Florida. Not quite sure where. Kind of thinking on the west coast of Florida, maybe Fort Myers, maybe Naples. I really like Miami, but I got 3 kids and my mom, who's 78 years old. So I just don't know that that is going to be the right lifestyle right now. Maybe in about 5 years. Oh yeah, Mason's saying Tampa. Maybe Tampa. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of want to be a little more south than that. I really like Fort Myers a lot. I thought that was really nice. But we'll see. So 2022. Hope you guys are having a wonderful 2021. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Have a wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or whatever the fuck you're into. I'm kind of bah humbug on it, dude. Like I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I'd rather celebrate stuff that's like fun. Like I like New Year's. I like St. Patrick's Day, and I like Halloween. But I'm not really big into like all the kind of traditional religious holidays. They just seem so commercialized, and I don't know. It just seems like lame. But if you guys are into it, I hope you have a great time, and I hope you have a fantastic New Year's. Mason saying he loves it in Tampa. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I really haven't spent much time there. I've gone to I've spent so much time in Miami this year. Orlando. I'm always up in Orlando. Went to Fort Myers for the first time this year. That was really, really nice. I was impressed. I love Miami, dude. Miami's cool. Like if you have money, it's like any city. If you don't have money, it could be rough and dangerous. I like Miami. If I go to Miami, I want to get into like a really nice luxury apartment or like a condo or something, and one of the high rises, and live like a baller. But I got 2 dogs, a cat, 3 kids, and my mom, plus my wife. So I don't know how that's gonna happen, dude. I don't know how that's gonna happen because they don't make like 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom apartments like that. I mean, unless they're huge, and I'm just not there yet. Plus with the dogs, man. When I lived in LA, I had to live in apartments with dogs, dude. And it's just, I just don't want to go fucking walk my dog all the time. So, anyway, I kind of like Bradenton's kind of nice too. I like that area, but I'm still really partial to Fort Myers. Maybe Port St. Lucie. I mean, that was really nice, and it's close to Miami, but yeah, I don't know. Time will tell. So, what's Mason saying? That Miami's coast is degrading. Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. That's cool. I'll be dead by the time it's too degraded or whatever. I'm not worried about it. At least they don't fucking, I mean, all of Florida's awesome, dude. Like, the only problem is it's the same problem anybody's got now. It's this fucking political risk. It's like, you get one of these fucking idiots that's a governor and they have too much power, and it's like, they just lord it over everybody and make everybody do this shit. You guys got to read that book by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., man. The Real Anthony Fauci. You can't even get a copy on Amazon anymore because it sold out, dude. #1 bestseller. Incredible book. You read it, you have to understand, man, there's a subtle thing. Like if I don't like Biden, all of a sudden I'm a pro-Trump person. Like I hate that fucking stupid level of mentality. It's just so fucking insulting to everybody. The person who says it, I'm just like, you're such a fucking idiot. And then to lump me in with fucking some bullshit just because you can't handle it, like it's just shitty. So, it's the same thing with this anti-vax. Clearly there's fucking vaccines that worked. I mean, clearly, like the fucking polio. Jonas Salk, power to the fucking Jonas Salk guy, man. Awesome. Okay, that's great. I don't have a problem with that. This shit is not fucking tested. There's no liability. They're not going to let us, the FDA or the CDC, whoever the fuck it is, they want like Pfizer's record seal on all the tests for 55 years. Like, dude, this is all just sketchy as fuck. And I'm not going to be the canary down the coal mine on that stuff. So, I'm not anti-vax, but I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Like these public policy things, and you got to get this book. You just now here, what I did, because it was sold out. I got the Audible. It's cheap, and it's fucking read to you. You can listen to it in your car when you're driving to work or whatever. It's fucking amazing. Fauci is like, dude, that guy. I mean, he's 80 years old, so nothing will happen to him, but he should be in fucking jail. He should be in jail. RFK makes an incredible, and this ain't Alex Jones or some shit. This is Robert F. Kennedy, dude. This guy's like a legit attorney. He's a fucking Democrat too, which I love. So all you dummies on the left that just fucking are sucking Fauci's dick, you need to read this book or you're gonna sound like an idiot. It's so well researched. It's not inflammatory. It's not bombastic. I mean, maybe it's even a little boring, except for the fact that basically he's outlining how Fauci is like a dictator and like a fucking Nazi with what he's doing. It's really, really scary shit. And it's all factual, really incredibly well sourced. The real Anthony Fauci. If you're on Facebook, it's what my profile picture. I changed it because I'm so impressed with this book. You guys got to get it. And if you're on Facebook, you can not only can you click on my profile picture. I think I have the link that'll take you to Amazon. But it was like sold out because it was the #1 best-selling book. This is something that you should be getting your friends and your peers to read, especially the ones that seem to get all their information from propaganda networks like CNN and Fox. This book is just damning. It's damning, man, and just goes to show you where we're at as a country. Anyway, man, I got to wrap this up. I'm gassed. I appreciate you guys, your attention and tuning in. And I'm trying to, Amber, hey, what's up? Cameron said he's checking it out. Dude, this book is so good. It's so good. The Real Anthony Fauci. Check it out by Robert F. Kennedy. It's amazing. It's a really good book. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I've literally been on 57 minutes. I guess we should make it an hour, right? I don't know. Who gives a shit? I'm going to sign out. I appreciate you. I do hope that you guys had a wonderful 2021. And yeah, like if you watch this later or whatever, if you watch this whole video, let me know what you're doing in 2022. And if you want to work together, maybe you got some ideas for a joint venture or something. I don't know. Let me know. Hit me up. I'm always down. I'll do if I see a way where, it's a worthwhile thing. I'll definitely I'll entertain the idea and I'll flesh it out with you a little bit too. So I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful holiday season and hit me up, dude. I'm telling you, like Thales coaching, that shit's blowing up, dude. Especially since I started partnering with Grant, my rates are going up. At end of year, I'm probably going to triple my prices just because there's only so much me to go around. I'm literally seeing probably 2 clients almost every day. That's a lot for me to juggle all their projects, what they're doing, making sure, and there's only so much of me to go around. So I will eventually be scaling it. I will be offering a mastermind. So if you're interested in that, it'll be a more affordable way. Now, granted, it won't be one-to-one coaching. You won't get me direct, only focused on you. There'll be a group of 5 to 10 people in the mastermind. But I'm going to probably do 1 or 2 of those this year just to get people handled. And people that maybe don't have the money to do the one-to-one, which I totally understand. But I just, my time is getting squeezed bad. So anyway, you want to get in, now's the time, man. Now's the time. As of the 1st, as of January 2022, on the 1-year anniversary of Thales, I'm going to be raising the prices. It'll probably go to Right now, it's $2,500 every 3 months. Okay, for one-to-one coaching, $2,500 for a 3-month engagement. It's probably going to go to $3,500 per month. Just letting you know. Okay, so get in now. I've got a great special till the end of the year where if you sign up, you get 4 engagements for the price of 3. So you sign up for $7,500, you get $10,000 worth of coaching in a whole year. That's a whole year. Okay, so something to consider, guys. So I hope you guys are well, and I'm trying to get to do this every day, but dude, my schedule is so fucking crazy. If I can get to it every day, I'll gonna do my damnedest. That's the other thing. 2022, I think I'm gonna launch a podcast. It won't be all that different from this, although I will have guests. It'll be a little more formal. I'll probably start doing it at the same time and have some pretty kick-ass guests. I think you guys are gonna be surprised. Anyway, we'll see what happens. It's always a battle on carving out time. So peace out. Talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate you a lot. And we'll talk hopefully tomorrow, hopefully earlier in the day. Talk to you soon.